Around the same time, we were starting up our businesses. She was starting up Rags2Riches, I was starting up Bessy. And when I met her, I was floored because I thought Reese was so wise. She's 10 years younger than me, but she was so wise and so passionate, so her tenacity was amazing. So I've always admired her, and I've always looked up to her since then. Sorry, I am not her age, I divulged her age. So it's been an honor for me to be with Reese in the same industry, and I've always admired her. So my journey started the same time as Reese's. It was here in San Francisco. It's called the Delancey Street Foundation. I quit my corporate job. I wanted to do something and learn about social entrepreneurship. At the time, it wasn't very known. So this is a residence there of 500 people, 500 ex-cons, ex-drug addicts, what they call the bottom 2% of American society. And what they do now, what they do is they run multi-million-dollar companies. The biggest company is a moving company. So imagine they were former thieves, but they're the ones moving your furniture out of your house. But it's the biggest one in the Bay Area. They also have a restaurant there. So the people who eat at the restaurant, they don't even know that their waiters and maîtresses were former, who knows, right, murderers by poison or something. This was the kitchen where I worked in. I was with all these Mexicans with big tattoos. They were scary looking, but they were really some of the sweetest people I've ever met. And it was testament to me that people just given the opportunity can really make something better of themselves. So I came home to here. By fate, I ended up in Perlani Foundation. This is the home for sexually abused girls. So we wanted to be like a Delancey Street. I was very idealistic and blind. So we put up our first company called Happy Helpers. It's a temp agency. But we failed miserably because the girls were not ready yet to work. So we were thinking, okay, what can we do where we can hone your skills first in a very controlled environment? So that's when we put up Bessy. And for those of you who don't know, Bessy is a line of all natural household and personal care products. As Sarah said, there's some downstairs if you're inspired and want to buy. So we started very small. This was where we used to make our products. And this is our first bazaar. That was 8 years ago. And the little profits that we made, it would go into trying to address the traumas of the kids that we were working with. And the bigger we grew, we were able to secure our first ever office. We moved from this office already. And again, the profits we made, we would address. So to this day, we still do these things, not just yoga, but mentoring, psychotherapy, and all these other things. So, sorry, can you go back? 3 years into the business, we were able to start our in-house high school diploma equivalency program. So this is our first high school photo. This girl in pink pants, she's already in college and she's actually going to finish this year. And since we started the program, we've had already 18 high school diplomas to date. Because we can't afford teachers, we have a teach each other system. So that's them. These girls were formerly trafficked underage and then they're well on their way to school. A few years later, fast forward, we were able to partner with a private college in Manila, and that allowed us to have a college program as well. So now we have around 50 scholars in the office who are trying to get a college diploma. This is the first batch of college scholars that we have, and our first batch of graduates is going to happen this year. And behind this, don't worry, I'm not going to bore you, but behind everything that we do is this system that we've designed and redesigned over the years. This is our iPhone. This is our Helping Ourselves program. And basically what we do is we grade everybody. We grade them not only on their academics, but also on their personal savings, also on their business reporting, also on their values, their core values, and how they involve the community. So it's a very